Hello, I'm Kalashian for Live and Invest Overseas, and we're going to discuss moving to Ireland today, a guide for Americans. So many people are thinking of moving out of the US right now, and Ireland is a really attractive option for so many reasons. It's English speaking, and lots of Americans have Irish ancestry, and there's a little bit of a fantasy, I think, about the rural, rustic countryside living in Ireland. So today we'll talk about how to move to the Emerald Isle. Here's a look at the financial requirements for US retirees, plus a quick guide to how your Ancestry could help secure you an Irish passport. I actually moved to Ireland in 1998 and I stayed for 7 years, and I can assure you that those images of thatched roofed cottages, low stone walls, the rich green pastures dotted with fluffy little white sheep, the cozy pubs with the roaring fireplaces are a reality, not just a cliche fantasy. Life in Ireland has so much to recommend it. People are welcoming, friendly, always ready to help, and of course they speak English. Quaint architecture, those Georgian-style doorways, especially in Dublin, are so charming. The rolling green countryside and the castles, churches, and gardens that dot this entire country, and the opportunity to learn about this country's rich history as well through all of these sites and historic areas to explore. It also makes a great home base for travel around Europe, and there are many low-cost airlines that can get you across Europe very easily, affordably, quickly, and connect you with all the greatest cities across the continent. Of course, nowhere is without its challenges or downsides, and for most, the climate in Ireland would be the downside, I would say. My family and I did struggle with this, particularly with the lack of sunshine. So in the height of winter, mid-December, you're probably looking at the sun rising around 10, setting around 4. In the middle, you're not going to see a lot of sunshine because it's raining and cloudy, so it very likely will wear on you, the lack of sunshine. Luckily, it's very easy to hop on a quick flight down to Spain, Portugal, Italy, Greece, etc. But really, fall and winter here is wet, cold, windy, there's no getting around it, and the same is often true of spring and summer. So don't underestimate the weather here. And if you are considering a move to Ireland, I recommend you go and spend some time in winter when things are really at their worst and see if you can hack it. The payoff, of course, for all that rain is the lush countryside and the bucolic surroundings. So really a wonderful place to go around if you love nature. The other factor, though, that can be a deal breaker for many looking to retire to Ireland is the cost. You'll need to show that you have an annual income of 50,000 euros, which is about $54,000 per applicant. Per applicant. That means that there's no dependent fee that's less, which is usually the case in most countries. But for this, you'll need to show that amount per applicant, per person coming. You'll also need to show that you have access to a lump sum of money that would cover any sudden major expense. There is no set amount, but the amount needs to cover the cost of a home in Ireland. That's the stipulation. And the average house price for 2024 in Ireland is 340,000 euros, which is about $365,000. So it's quite a steep requirement for somebody looking to come in. Of course, you certainly don't need that much to live there. It doesn't cost that much to live there, but this is what they're asking you prove to be able to enter into the country as a resident. Naturally, Irish and UK citizens can enter Ireland and live without any financial requirements. So if you are one of the 31 million Americans with Irish ancestry, then obtaining citizenship through descent might be an option, and a very attractive option if you can do it. Ireland recognizes her far-flung sons and daughters with one of the best ancestral programs around. So if your parents or your grandparents were born in Ireland, then you're entitled to Irish citizenship and thus an EU passport, which is massively valuable. You can check your eligibility and apply at the Register of Foreign Births, which we're providing a link for below. And you may also be eligible through your great-grandparents, but only if one of your parents became an Irish citizen by descent before your birth. So lots of little ticky-tacky details there. But for those who qualify, citizenship in Ireland is a great way to get into the EU, and its Ancestry program is the easiest, quickest, and cheapest route to a new life in Ireland. So it's worth jumping through the hoops to figure out if you can claim that citizenship. Is life in Ireland something that you would consider? Let us know why or why not in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe for more information like this each week from Live and Invest Overseas. Thanks. Happy trails.